Got chat. No mute.
We're live. All right, guys. Let everybody in. All right, let's see. Brilliant. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. I want to pull up. I'm going to pull up the comp plan today. Make sure everybody's fully aware of what's coming down the pipe. Our landing pages are. I'm hoping we have them next week. We're really close on the back office side. I want to walk you guys through all this. Everybody's coming in. I guess I should wait for just a moment. Today is going to be overview day, and I wanted this to sink in how big this opportunity is, and also what's being done in the promotion and so forth. I'm going to pull up the comp plan, and we'll start with that, and then we're gonna go outline how things are going to go. And this is built the way we market. So our landing pages are our blogging pages, and then they go to the join and sign up. That being said, we are going to be doing massive corporate marketing. And like we always do, those that are a Grand Crew ambassador with us that are active, you're in the rotation. That's where this is all being fed to. So I'm going to put this out there. We want to make sure every one of our Grand Crews are fully familiar with not just the One of the Month Club, but also our Brainfood Academy. And I'm going to stress this. We have one big umbrella company, direct to consumer ambassador, and we have divisions under it. The division that's going to be isolated to itself for marketing and everything specific only to what it is Brainfood Academy. So here shortly, you're going to be able to add prospects into your vortex just for Brainfood. They will not get anything else, just Brainfood. Okay. And once they're in and they're an ambassador and we want to show them more things, that's great. But it's going to be the Brainfood Academy program only. That's the information that's going to go out. That's what the updates are going to go out. That's what we're going to utilize for that purpose. And obviously for prospects and also those that are already, that are in the program. Here shortly, we're going to have two types of landing pages. And these are really join pages. The landing pages for marketing are our blog pages. Right? And that's how we market. That's how we promote the stuff out there. We will all have join pages that are for the teacher program, which will put them in as a ambassador in the DTCA. And if they're gonna come in that direction, Sheila will be vetting them as a teacher. She'll have access to turn on their teacher admin if they're approved to come in the program. Otherwise, they are just an ambassador. They have access to build the business and participate in everything that we do. The teacher admin is separate. It's added on when they're vetted out through Sheila. The parent accounts are a whole separate account. That'll be a joint account for them. They'll sign up literally for no cost. It's free until they activate the services. And then they get the family account and all the stuff is signed up from there. But this allows us to put people in there, build them in, and then they can activate when they want to activate. And that way, if somebody's just checking us out, we lock them in. Then they can upgrade later and everything starts rolling. But it allows us to put them in. They can see the stuff that's there. They can see the curriculum. We're going to have people that aren't putting their kids in right away. We're going to have people looking at checking us out. That's okay. They get a free account and they upgrade from there. This is the easiest path of entry. That's what we want. Okay. We're going to launch this thing, get it going. Teachers are going to be building the curriculum, knowing that the future is coming. We built this so if we don't have any students, we still succeed because we will get students. We got to get the word out there. We got to market. You guys all need to understand how awesome this is. And we're going to put a lot of work in and the partnership to get it there. And I'm going to go over the payment structures, kind of walk you guys through that some more. And that's really the bulk of what today's going to be about is understand what's coming because we're about to start marketing it. We've already got our memes. We've got our marketing aspects. We're going to get the word out there, but we can literally start putting in people we know that are interested. They can get free accounts set up, be part of this as it's launching and let the company drip information out. We'll share the teachers and all that stuff that comes out. All right. Linda, Niall, you guys got the button. I'm going to go to share my screen in just a second. And I'll tell you guys, you know that we have a lot of things happening. We're growing in different aspects. The momentum is huge, and you can tell because the days fly by, right? You're doing stuff, they're just flying by. All right, so share the screen here. All right, so this is the DTC Ambassador Compensation Plan, and we have and I like this picture. We have an umbrella where opportunities just coming in, and you guys, we are able to be super competitive in going after the marketplace for I guess home-based education, which is what we're doing, direct to your home education. We are in a very awesome situation as a company, and as a big organization is probably more the term. There's multiple companies involved. We've structured this properly that we can go after massive market share. Okay, so we built it that way from the beginning. We know where we're going to start out and get growing, but we did that based on successful marketing already. So we are a marketing company first, and now we're adding the right products, services to take to the marketplace based on need and demand that's out there. And I've got this document, and I think I'm going to share the link to this document. Let me I'm modifying it, so let me so I'm gonna let you guys see this compensation plan to understand where we're going. We're gonna have a new one put together, but I'm gonna spell out today, make some changes. I'm gonna share it with you guys here so you guys can really wrap your head around it. We can have good conversation on it. I'm gonna put it in the chat. And I want to make sure that it's really crystal clear how awesome this comp plan is. Okay. Now we have our normal compensation plan that we've been marketing as DTC Ambassador, which is based on our Wine of the Month Club and the I guess I'll call it the affiliate sales that we do. And we've got some modifications being made. We're going to be doing a couple of name changes with our program, but it's all under the DTC Ambassador umbrella. So there's Brainfood Academy, and then there's this Cash Network Direct. And actually, this is going to be changed to RAM. It's residual affiliate marketing. So I'm going to actually modify that here, AKA. You guys got to see how I do this. Like, I'm just doing simple stuff in there we go. So Cash Network Direct or RAM or residual affiliate marketing. New terminology. We actually have the domain. We're doing a big marketing campaign on it because that's what it is. You guys, we have affiliate marketing that pays residually. It's something that only big producers get. We have it in the whole organization, and that's how we run stuff. So not only are we doing our Wine of the Month Club, we have our affiliate stuff, we also have Brainfood Academy, which is obviously direct to student education, teacher-driven education, K through 12, and an ecosystem for education. And that's what we're highlighting today. I need to just do one. There we go. And we have these entry levels, and I'm going to cover this because we have our Wine of the Month Club. Anybody that's part of DTCA at that level, that's what our main promotion is. It's the relevance that's created what we have. But obviously, wine is separate for how we market Brainfood Academy. We don't bleed the one over unless it's on the business side. And that's something that, this has never been done before, you guys. What we're offering, the way we're educating, we're taking things to a whole different level. Yeah, there's homeschooling, there is tutoring that people get, one-on-one classes, and we're going to be covering the aspect of tutoring as well. But what you need to understand is what we're doing as far as this ecosystem for teachers to get paid the way they are, the way for parents to get their kids into an amazing training to better their futures. The way we're doing it is completely, to me, it's a new way. It's just the way things should go. We're going to give them access to an incredible curriculum that's going to really prepare them for the future. And we get to offer great elective classes, and we can teach hands-on things such as how to run their finances, how to build businesses. All that can be done. And the future of what we want to add is endless, and one thing at a time, step by step in the process. And this first year is going to be so critical in how we get everything structured for the business aspect and the teacher curriculum, because it's going to get better and better and better as we build it, and we get to refine this over time as well. But the curriculum, guys, is so incredible, and the teacher's going to come do their own supporting on it. We're giving them the autonomy to follow within the guidelines, but to be their personality and deliver the content. But it's guys, this is newest, forward moving, and we get to keep it that way and update it year by year. So we're not going to be a stale education ever. Remember, we're privatized. We get to move at the speed of progress, and it is capitalism. We got to be competitive. We got to be on edge. We're not just a government thing can just run and print money. We got to make it make right, and it's all set up that way. So the Brainfood Academy is, that's our main focus we do on these calls today. But I want you to see the overall compensation, because when people come in on the opportunity and they focus on Brainfood, they also get the benefit of the marketing team that they're part of on any other products and services we market. And it gets paid in the binary compensation model. So this represents our number one anchor, which has been Wine of the Month. And you guys, education is huge. It could dwarf the Wine of the Month, but the Wine of the Month Club literally is why we were able to build this. Okay, that and our other investments in our tutoring school out of Australia, all these things allowed us to put this stuff in place. Now I'm going to go over the Brainfood Academy stuff specifically. This has great BV and volume we get paid on, because we're privatized and because we know the value of marketing. We get paid very well to bring families into the system and for their kids to use our platform. We get paid so well that it's worth our time and effort and energy to go out there and get the message out there. And we're going to be giving everybody the tools, the pages to build, the storyline, and all the video stuff. That's all going to be coming now, right? Coming forward. And we're going to be building the pages, and people can understand it. And we're going to be delivering the message. All those components are literally coming out here in July. We launch in August, and we're going to have students that sign up in August and onward. All right. We're going to have kids coming here at the end of the next year and in between and everything like that. We build it first, then they come. We got to market it. And all the teachers are putting their stuff up there. We're covering all the grades, and it's pretty impressive what we've built. And now we got to go market it. But we're going to be hitting it all together. And you guys, it doesn't take a lot to get this off the ground. One good community, one good Army base, one good military base, and the kids there, and what we can accomplish for them and with them on the teacher side. It's guys, it's a great timing. It's a great opportunity. We've got a lot of national attention, and so we'll be playing that out there. And again, we got to make sure that everybody's on board with it, because we're going to feed that marketing to the Grand Crew pipeline, active Grand Crew pipeline. All right, so ambassador entry levels. I'm going to stress this. So I'll check on the pricing. Yeah, $250. This is about to become an effective. So it's not effective at this moment. Right now, people can come in at the ambassador level for $50 plus the $59.95 Vortex system, which gives you the BV to be qualified in this. And basically, you're in. And if you're also, we have our ambassadors that are on our Wine of the Month Club levels, which is Estate, Reserve, Grand Crew. All ambassadors have access to everything in the comp plan, all the products and everything. The only difference here with an ambassador is that they're not receiving wine, and they're not part of the Grand Crew marketing process. It's the way we have things set up. If they want to be part of that, they need to upgrade to the Grand Crew. We'll deal with that aspect in training as that grows, but we already have people that know what we do, how we market, part of our instructor core and everything that we have here. They understand what I'm saying, and they know the value of the Grand Crew positions. And this is something we'll put a lot of emphasis on as the marketing kicks in. There is such a demand for this. We think we can, in addition to our instructor path and in our paid marketing that Tanya and I provide, that's going to be feeding this. The global marketing and outreach we're doing for this, which is a long-term, obviously forever plan, it's going to just pour into the Grand Crews. We got to have our structure, our infrastructure for training, our leadership, all of that we've already built up. So we've built up this incredible leadership organization. Now we get to feed it. And that's where it's fed is through the Grand Crew rotation. The customer levels, I'm going to go through, and I'll just go over this ambassador thing really quick. This is for those that want to be marketing with us. And if you're a teacher, the teacher has to be a minimum of just the ambassador. They have to be in the ambassador structure in order for the payment processes to be set up, in order for the access points to be there. And we want them to benefit from all the pay systems that we have as well. Our teachers get paid for their teaching. They can also get paid to be content creators for other courses and other things in there. That's something we'll tie into more and more. We have a great ecosystem, right? And we cover all aspects within this ecosystem. The next thing is they need to be at this level. And again, right now it's $50 and then the $59, like it's going to change. It's going to go right up to $250. The value's there. The difference between ambassador and estate is estate, you get a case of wine. And we like our wine side, but some people don't want to be part of the wine. That's okay. Some people are just going to come in and just be the ambassador program. That's perfectly acceptable. Okay. And we have a structure there. We have an amazing acquisition access point with our wines. I want people to know that. I mean, basically for a little bit more, you get a case of wine. It makes sense unless you don't drink wine, right? We like getting exposure to this. Wine is one of our passions. We are not blending it with education. However, it's another thing that we market in our circular marketing world. And so it's just available that way. However, if someone's just an ambassador, they still get paid on the volume that comes in from anybody in the organization in the wine program. So we have customer levels. So we have the wine of the month customers, which is $99 minimum order for 4 bottles. They can get 6, 12, whatever. Then we have the Brainfood Academy customers, and it's based on a yearly fee for the parent account, but it works out to $99 a month as well. The BV is still 50 BV. So if somebody's in as on the membership side, this is what's there, but this is also what's paid out to the organization through the binary process. So every family we bring in, the compensation is built up this way. There is $10 a month that goes to the instructor the ambassador that brought that Brainfood Academy customer in. They're going to get $10 a month on that, just like we have in our compensation structure. Whether it's a wine of the month customer or Brainfood Academy customer, compensation is the same. Where it gets fun is, like additional, every student is 40 BV. Every student's 40 BV a month, and it's accumulated and paid out based on funds in. But grades 1 through 12, every student is 40. So if that parent account is in, that's 50 BV. They have 2 kids, that's 40 times 2, that's 80 BV. That's 130 BV in the compensation structure. And if it's on your pay side and you're upwards of 22% on that, it's paid out that way. And I'm going to just really break this down. You guys got to see it. I shared the link with you so you guys can all see the link and play with these notes. We're formalizing this. It'll look pretty here soon. We'll have a whole spell out process and a video to explain it. It's just we're getting all the stuff composed. And when I get over the teacher pay, it's impressive. And I'm going to try to spell it out today. That's what I wanted to focus on. So CND, and I'm going to say AKA residual affiliate marketing. Whatever the kiosk sales are, it varies, right? So if you're selling the protein popcorn, whatever it is, the BV is directly on there. Typically, it's at least a 10% direct commission, and then whatever the commission amount is, that amount in BV goes in the plan. So we literally found a way to reward the whole organization, even on the smaller commissionable sales. There's room. We made sure there was room. It all adds up. And this is this entry point, and where this is created, we've been working on this for years, and we're bringing some pretty dang attractive in-demand products that are added to this, and it's all under the DTCA ambassador umbrella. All the volume counts towards the I guess ranks and how you get paid more. Everything is set up that way. I'm going to do Cash Network Direct. I'm going to add this here, also known as that's our term. It's being trademarked. And I'll go over this. So we got this, you know, this compensation structure. You got the left team and the right team, and we're building volumes. And if they're just getting 4 bottles, that's 50 BV. If they're getting more bottles, it's more BV. If there's sales that individual ambassador brought in from the RAM, the residual of, you know, affiliate marketing platform, formerly known as Cash Network Direct, if they're bringing in stuff from there, it adds to their BV, right? So they get paid on it. It adds to the BV from that organization. So typically, when we put that in there, they're going to be qualified with more and more BV, more sales. So that's why I put this example here at 250 BV. That would be a combination of the Vortex or wine or both, and then sales made from the RAM program. Okay, and as those volumes add up, we get paid on it based on the compensation plan, which is up to 22% of the lesser leg based on our rank. And for that, I'm literally going to go and pull up our comp plan. Right, and I'll break down these commissions again on that, because any ambassador that you bring in, and right now the plain ambassadors, there's no compensation because it's just a $50 annual fee for the back office and the $59 Vortex because we're in the pre-launch. But now that we're launching, that's going to change, and that'll be $250. But half of that goes to the enrolling ambassador and on as a bonus for bringing them in. And it's an acquisition bonus, so it's 50%, and that's off the starter kits, whether it's just the ambassador or it's the estate, reserve, grand crew, whatever they spend to come in on that. That doesn't include the $50 annual fee. Half of that, 50% of that, goes to the ambassador that personally enrolled them in. So as we're adding the teacher accounts, as we're adding, you know, ambassadors that are teachers or not teachers, as we're adding estate, reserve, grand crews, 50% of their level. And anytime they upgrade, it's paid out. It's paid out there. So literally, upwards of $725 per person now, because they could come in just as the ambassador for it'll be $250. That's $125 in commission, and then there's another $600 available if they upgrade through the wine ranks. And the wine thing is, you know, it's been an interesting thing. Most people drink wine. Most people see the business aspect of it, and we got to wait for them to participate, whether they want to get wine or not. It's just been a very good product for us to market in the direct to consumer path. Education, we have a sectioned out, but the compensation plan rolls together. It's all the same umbrella. And so I'm going to, you know, everything that's here, let me go back up. Everything that's here, when you bring a customer in, whether that customer is a wine customer or a Brainfood Academy customer, this acquisition bonus remains the same. We get a $20 activation bonus, and we get $10 a month every time they're active. And because those are year-long contracts for education, and they're there for at least a year. And if they're students that get second grade and they stick through that, I mean, you've got 16 years of payments on that account, plus, you know, the next kids. I mean, there's a very long payment process for us to all benefit from because of what it is. And as far as education, wine, we have a pretty good dang sticky rate. I mean, our customers stay with us, but these are things we're marketing, and this binary pay is what I want you to focus on, and the check match, because this is where the big long-term money comes from. Right now, we have a thing for free wine. We also will have free access for the free $99 or get a credit towards your family account only. So we like referral marketing. It works for us very well. It's worked in wine. We give a lot of free wine credit out because of the referral program. And we're going to be doing the same with the Brainfood Academy parent accounts, as we call them, that are $99 a month. It's a yearly account, and it works out to $99 a month. And the thing about that everybody needs to understand is you get paid on that, right? Well, if they refer 3 families or friends into the program, they're going to get credit for it every month. If they refer 1, every time there's 3 accumulated credits, they'll get, or 3 accumulated payments from the referrals, they'll get credit. But because they stick so long and they're committing to a year at a time, it's pretty good to say that in most cases you should expect that if you had a family account and you referred just 3 in, your fees are going to get credited. So your family account becomes free. That's never been done in education. We're doing it here because we're private. We can structure it that way. And we're going to have a lot of stay-home moms or even career moms and dads that are going to be able to say, hey, like I know a lot of people this can benefit, and for them being a voice, they can turn this into a business and help benefit us. It's a win-win scenario. We got marketing in here. You know, the government doesn't have to market. They do actually, in some cases, try to market what they're doing on their programs, but they have a demographic advantage. Well, that demographic advantage has turned into a disadvantage. Think about it. There's no safety in those institutions. They fight against making them safe, right? The media has already done the work. They're gun-free zones. So what does that mean, right? And your home is a sanctuary. It offers protection. There are so many other social things we can do with the kids where it's protected. We can take protection and put it in the hands of the parents, put it in the hands of the communities, and take advantage of all the rec programs and all the sports programs. But also they can participate in the high school levels. They can do all that stuff that's available, and the competition teams. It's going to be morphing the way the world's done. But most importantly, we can give them access to education they couldn't get in a normal institution without the distractions and without, I guess, outdated materials and so many other things. I mean, the benefits to what we're doing just keep pouring in. And I'm going to go over the compensation structure and the ranks here. I'm going to blow this up a little bit. We have the 1-star ambassador all the way down to executive ambassador. That's our top level. And this right here, personal ambassadors required. These are people you're bringing into your team. And it doesn't matter if they're just an ambassador, a state reserve, grand crew. An ambassador is an ambassador for requirement. There's no specific rank required. You need 1 personal for 1 star. You need 10 personals for executive. I'll tell you, based on my numbers and what I see done, you're going to need a lot more than 10 personals to hit executive. You need performers. You're going to want to build more. And if this makes anybody think this is easy, then I'm telling you right now, it's not necessarily easy. We make it easy, but it's consistency and growth. And you're going to need more than 10 personals to hit the volumes you want. Not everybody kicks in high. And I can tell you personally, after adding a lot of people over the years, you find the right gems that make sense. So I always say these are active people growing on a regular basis, adding at least monthly. That's what you want to focus on. So you got 10 of those, you are set. You got 10 on the left, 10 on the right. That's what you want to focus for. I'll teach on it all the time. Personal customers required. You just want to get your wine for free, or you got the Brainfood customers. It's 3 customers. It doesn't become 6. It's 3. Any customer under the DTCA ambassador umbrella counts. Any customer counts. The volume required, gross business volume, there's an asterisk on it. We got a left team and a right team. No more than 70% can come from any one team, a minimum of 30 on the other side. So it's not a 50-50 balance or 60-40 or a 75. It's a 70-30, right? It's a really awesome balance. You can't just get one team growing and get paid on everything. You got to have 2 sides, but you don't need to be balanced out. It's a 70-30. You won't see it probably anywhere, but we operate on a minimum 70-30. And then based on your volume, based on your personals, you got your rank achievement, and based on where your rank is, your active rank, you're paid out at 6 to 22% of your lesser leg. So as you can see, with the volumes growing up, this gets really substantial with volume being built on your left team and your right team. Then, as you bring your ambassadors on and help teach them to build their left, build their right, building their personal ambassadors, getting customers, building volume, you get a check match from the 3-star ambassador at 30%. This doesn't come out of their money, it's a match. So if they get $1,000 in binary pay, you're going to get 30% bonus. You're going to get $300, right? But once you hit a 6-star, you get 50%. So if they get 1,000, you get 500. And I always state this out there. We got some amazing leaders that really structure. They bring in their ambassadors and they work with them to build their left and their right because they know the long vision of that. But they make more money in check match than they do in their own binary. And that's what you want to see, that we're rewarding for the right activities of duplication and building teams. And I'm going to just stress it works the same. The volume just gets accumulated differently because we have multiple things that feed us. So I'm going to go back to this. We got our Wine of the Month Club that feeds volume. And we have our Brainfood Academy that feeds volume. We have our RAM program that feeds volume. All these add up to the same left and right binary structure. And if it's customer volume that's coming in from the affiliate marketing, it just gets added to the BV of that individual ambassador. It gets added there because they get paid the upfront, and then the volume goes to the group. So the more people you bring in, they're taking advantage of everything that we do with direct-to-consumer ambassador and our R247 training and our performance blogging systems, the more that builds the volume that you get paid up to 22% off on the lesser leg. So you want to build the left team, you want to build the right team, and take advantage of that process. That's the way that it works. And that's something that, we can ask questions, explain it, but what it means is you want to build on your left team, you want to build on your right team, you want to get ambassadors and help them do the same, and focus on our different avenues of products and services. Now that we're a service business too now, right? And this is something that, the person that you're tied with, we all work in teams. Everybody has a team like that they're enrolled under. Whether it's the left or right doesn't matter. That's the side that you have people helping you build. You learn how to build that. And then as soon as you understand, you move over and start building your left team, balancing out both sides and creating that wealth. And the bigger the team you have on the left, the bigger the team you have on the right, the more volume that's accumulating, the more you get paid. And because we're helping other people do it, the more we help, the more we get. And education, every student needs education. We know that what we're offering, as soon as people are aware of it and it's been proven out, we're going to get more and more people in, is better than any institutionalized education, in my solid belief. We made sure that we were excelling in all areas, and the teachers make the biggest difference. And because we can prove out a way more attractive pay structure where the teachers get paid their worth, we're going to attract the best of the best, because they can reach students that want this, parents and students that want this education, and they can make a difference and get rewarded very well for it. So I'm going to go over the parent. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to insert a page break. I do documents, all the time. So I'm going to go Brainfood Academy teacher payment. This is under the DTC. There, I got my index being created properly. It's all about headings. So I'm going to put this on here. Um, So I'm just gonna I'm gonna bold this. I'll make it purple as well. And I just want to stress this out there. We also have a an ecosystem where there's a royalty paid for creating the worksheets, the necessary resources per class. It's already tied into the process that we go through as well. But there's a lot of fun we're having on the whole ecosystem, and that part is going to be spelled out. We got to touch base on that. We have a meeting tonight. We'll cover it more. But I want you guys to really understand. I'm spelling that wrong. There we go. I want you to understand the compensation for a teacher. Now, the teacher is going to help bring students in. We're bringing students in. Our national marketing will help bring students in, and we're going to see it grow. But we know in an online environment, because we've been doing it for years, that's our limit. 500 kids in a class. They don't have the same type of what do you call it, diversions and side things going on with kids in a room. They're seeing their kids, they're seeing social interaction, but it's controlled and confined to the education being first and foremost. And teachers make it fun. They do interactive things to drive this. We're not new to this online training. In fact, thanks to things that have happened in the past years, we've all adapted to it. And this is what we get to have fun with. But I wanted to just point this out there, like, teachers can make incredible money here. And five classes a day, that might be a lot, but that's a potential. And in especially the grades, I would probably do 1st through 7th. They seem to be a cherry spot because it's generalized training. You can have teachers that teach a 2nd grade, a 3rd grade, 4th grade type class. They could do 5, maybe even 6 classes a day if they wanted to. They're 40 minutes long, and that'd be 6 hours of work plus all the prep work. It's there, but they literally can make more. We're gonna hold the standards, do the stuff that's there, but the effort to maintain a class of that size is, if you're doing 100, you can do 500. There's grades that we're automating all the processes. We're using automation and everything we can. We got some incredible technology services, and the teacher interface, the parent interface, and everything that's there. And we're going to have version 1 that goes out, and we're going to constantly be adding more of the reporting and the things that people need. And this is going to surpass what they have available in current education platforms. Remember, we're privatized, which means we got to work, and we're built by incredible marketing and deployment services. Like we've been doing this that's what we do, and doing this education platform. We see it the way it needs to be done, and we're building it out. And that's what we get a market. So I'm gonna stop the share. I wanted to get with everybody and explain what we have here, and get you to see the vision. And we just got to go market it. And then, in addition to everything else that we market, this is something that needs to grow. I'll do a little bit of Q&A there, Denise. Go ahead.
Okay, I have a question now. When it comes to the military, is there a separate link for that?
It'll be the same link, same parent account.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we don't have a separate sign up for military. Everybody's going to come in the same process.
Okay.
Denise, for them to sign up as a parent account is the same no matter where they're located.
Okay.
Right. There's compensation things that we're working on by state, and depending on what it is, based on that. But that's has nothing to do with a separate link. We might build a separate page that explains the benefits of it, and then send them to the same join link, Denise.
Okay.
That's probably answering your question more, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bert.
Yeah. Accreditation.
Yep. We got accreditation. So we'll be posting more of that as we get the stuff done. We have things that are in process. We're waiting for some of that back. Everything is being fully accredited. It's actually just our curriculum's already been pre-accredited, if that makes sense, and we're getting all the state by state stuff back.
Okay, because there's a lot of expats in Argentina as well that travel all around the world, and they go to international schools. And because there is integration between the different schools and there's one accreditation process, they can transfer their courses from one place to another, to another.
This would be very similar.
This would be very similar. And as long as the accreditation is there so that they can get a US, for example, no matter where they are in the world, get a US high school diploma,
Correct.
then that will allow them to get into university in the States or possibly other places as well. But you've got to start somewhere, so you probably start with the US. But if they don't have that accreditation, they can't get into university, right? So
yeah, so our curriculum it exceeds all the minimums. Like it's incredible, and then it has to be accredited. All that stuff is being finalized right now. We've got the stuff submitted, and we have a whole legal team on this, and that's all going to be done. But it has to be done. But you're seeing it, Bert. Exactly. I mean, I'll tell you the examples where we can market to. Military bases is perfect. All the expat situations is perfect. And I can tell you from having my sister in Peru, the education they get in the international schools isn't going to even stand up to what we're talking about here. And the safety that this allows them to have by far is impressive. You know, my nieces and my nephews were taken to school every day by armed guard. Doesn't need to happen. They can be in a protective situation, not to worry about those situations, but this is a global solution. And after we conquer the US and know that we've got this going, we're gonna broaden it to South America. You know, the education platforms is failing everywhere. There's a few exceptions, right? There's a few exceptions where their education's really good. We get to help all these other areas to grow. And you look at it, you look at the resources that are available and the structure, we get to take it to their home in a way that the governments could never get their hold of. They just can't progressively grow like we can. And we just got to market it, get them in there. But Bert, you're seeing it. And when you see the pricing that we have, it's like we went out to capture the market. We went out a way to capture the market, and we can pay the teachers exceptionally well. We have everything set up properly, and the marketing gets paid well too. And the infrastructure that we need to run this was already built by our previous businesses and empires, so we could run really smart with the tech. We just poised this up, but you're seeing it. I mean, and Bert, it doesn't, you know, the thing that's really good about what we created is to create an income stream for a family. A few customers gets there. A few customers a month, you can build something, you know, and it's just attractive. But you're saying exactly. But yeah, the accreditation is all being done. And you know, with this first launch, everything will be coming together. We're going to get all the components down for getting the funding by the states. A lot of states have it to where the funds follow the kid, so the parents can get access to the education money and pay for this with that. But because of how affordable we've made it, they'll be able to buy computers and all the tools the kid needs to do this properly as well.
And the social you said was related to what they're doing, but you know that sports and a lot of extracurricular stuff that's not necessarily knowledge based is very, very important part of the curriculum. How is that going to be handled?
So we have courses for that here, but also we have ways to direct them to community-based things where they can get access to that. And the way the laws are set up, if they're in a program like this, they still can compete and go participate in the sport programs of the local school. So they can pick and
it's piggybacking on the homeschooling structure then.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I didn't know that part of it, because bilingual schools internationally, you know, of course, that may be a second step. You know, they all have IGCSE if they're out of England. You know, they have other programs that's based out of the States, but you know, internationally is fantastic. The other place that you can go, of course, is adult. And there's an enormous amount of money to be made in the adult education area, but you know, you
absolutely going to get there one step at a time. We're conquering this. This is a beast to take down first, one bite at a time. But absolutely, we want to do the adult education. 100%, we'll go that direction. But you know, this is a big one to take care of first, and then we'll add that. Absolutely.
Language learning English, yes. Learning Spanish, learning. Yeah.
And I think I can't remember if it's 7th grade forward or whatever grade, but we got to do that, and that's why I was bringing this stuff up with you, because you know we're going to need bilingual teachers and things to help out with that. You've got a resource of that. It's all tied in the same, you know.
Yeah, you want to start language early though. You want to start language in kindergarten is when you want to start.
I'm actually completely for that, and that we get access to do a lot of that. So that's what I was telling you. And I'll get you on with Sheila, because we'll get the language stuff going. We have a couple already, but the thing about language is, you know, year one Spanish, you know, we could have year one Spanish that covers kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, year 2 that covers those too. You can generalize those classes.
Well, okay, but there is a whole movement of of learning language. Well, two things. One is that there's a whole movement of learning language that is not grammar based. It's fluency based, right? Because a kid who learns to talk before they learn grammar. I mean, you learn English.
Absolutely.
You didn't start with the verbs, right? Or the irregular verbs, right? I tried that with my kid once. She said, I go'd to school yesterday. I said, no, I went to school yesterday. She was in grade 2. And she goes, whatever, she didn't care about the grammar. She learns fluency first and grammar second.
Correct.
Most people try to teach grammar first and fluency second. So, I mean, but that's my area. So, of course, you can get me talking on that. But I'd love to talk to Sheila more about this. This is something I know quite a bit about. So.
Yeah, and I was telling you, there's some great opportunity with people and stuff, because it doesn't matter where the teacher's located. So if you got teachers in Argentina, they can teach the Spanish curriculum that we need, for instance. That's perfect. They can do it right from Argentina and teach the globe through our platform, get paid this way. Now you understand the payment system. If they have just 20 students, right? 20 students means they're going to make $200 a month per class.
Oh, you have no idea how good that is for Argentine
I do know.
Teachers.
That's why I wanted to share this with you, because I do know. I do know, because
internationally, teachers get paid $10 an hour to $20 an hour with multiple kids in their class, not one on one, right? Yeah,
totally aware. But here they get to do it in an environment that allows them to teach a lot of kids at the same time with the development the structures that we have, and they get paid very well for it. And if the teacher's like, hey, I want to limit my class to 100, we'll let them do that. We're fine with that. But if they can handle the 500, which we've proven out, they can get paid exceptionally well. And that allows us to have a supply and demand aspect of it, because if the teacher's not delivering and the kids don't like the teacher, they're going to choose another teacher. And if a teacher is really good, they're going to max out their classes. And that allows us to run this like a true business and let the teachers get paid for what their worth is. If they're a solid teacher that can handle it and they're teaching 500 kids, they should get paid $5,000 a class a month, not $10 an hour, not $20 an hour.
You capitalists are incredible. You give all the money to the people who have the gifts and the ability, and all the poor guys who don't know how to teach, they don't get paid any money. It's terrible.
Well, we let them market. If they market, we pay them well too.
Yeah, that's free enterprise, right? So
it balances out. It balances out, but it lets us do what the governments don't do, which is reward the teachers that are doing the work. When you got a management system, this is like any corporate structure. It doesn't matter if it's government or not. If the managers and the people that are overseeing the work being done are getting paid more than the people doing the work, it's broken. It just is. And when you can find a way to level it out, and maximize it, you're going to win. And that's what we're doing with education.
Well, accreditation is going to be key. So just let you know.
Oh yeah, we already know. Yeah, we've got,
and also evaluations, which are part of the accreditation process, right? Not just at the end, but during, you need to have that supervision, that evaluation process, right? So.
Yeah, and and thankfully, I'll tell you this, I'm not the expert on all that. We've got experts here. Sheila's been doing the homeschool curriculum for over a decade. And so we know all the steps that's there, and the testing and everything is set up for that, and it's there. We've been very careful on how we're going to release the curriculum for the accreditation. That's all happening, but we're going to blow away the standards, and then time will tell on where it goes. And that's one of those things where proof is in the pudding. And as we prove out more and more students in our grades, and I'll tell you this, our model that we've been running in Australia, our kids graduate with top scores. They dominate because the education process has been just stellar. We're taking those same formats, the same structure here to push this curriculum. And I was going over this with Daniel, who's been in charge of all the curriculum. The curriculum that we have in the US that we're running here, it is so far advanced from what they're teaching in the UK, what they're teaching in Australia, what they're teaching in Europe. You wait till you guys are all going to see it. Like the teacher portal's about to, they can see everything. They'll see all the classes and the curriculum. The parent log in, they'll be able to see the courses that are being trained. They won't see the content yet. They'll see the courses. So they can say, like, my kid's going to learn all this. If you put it side by side with any charter school, side by side with any public school, we just blow it out of the water. And it's all inclusive. They get to see all that. Accreditation will be noted, and as we're progressing, through the first year especially, we're going to know where things are at, and then we're going to start tackling the adult after, the post high school areas. We got a lot of trade school people that want to come on, teach the bookends of that. And we have a lot of adult education interest. We'll definitely address that, but we know it's a big part of this. And guys, it's all under our umbrella. All the BV, all that adds up to the organization.
Well, you're going to allow space also for different educational philosophies, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because there's going to be a number of there's a lot of interesting things happening in education right now, and there's going to be a number of people who are going to say, I want to be able to use this system because it's a free market system. How much better way can you find to test whether something's working than in a free market system where you don't have all of this intervention by it's like a political party that tries to intervene in the market. They keep thinking they're smarter than the market. They're not smarter than the market. It's the same in schools. The government is not smarter than the market when it comes to school. Parents are smarter than the government, right? But anyway, but if you have lots of different educational philosophies, you've got people who are going to want to use this kind of a system to test and to work with the market to see what works, like with real testing, A/B testing, right? To see what works with real children in real situations and all the rest of that. So, for example, I know that Montessori is fantastic in certain areas.
It is.
And there are going to be some people who are going to say, when it comes to this stuff, I want to do a Montessori approach. And when it comes to this, I want to do, something else. So,
well, because of the platform, we get it. It is a free platform like that where we can have that. And obviously we have our criteria. We're going to hold on to our core values. We're going to hold on to, but
you have to hit the benchmarks. You got to hit the benchmarks, right?
But we are open to do that. And the thing about it is we can have the communication with the parents. Hey, this is the teacher. This is what they're teaching. Do you want your kid to be part of this? This is the class you can put them in. And if there's enough people to warrant it, the teacher's going to be a success. Otherwise, if no one likes it, we don't have to worry about it. It's supply and demand.
Well, especially if you're going to, you know what's going on in the world anyway. I mean, sorry, I'm dominating a little bit too much, but you know that everybody is being required and wants to become much more intelligent and knowledgeable about their health, so that no longer can a doctor just say, hey, I'm the doctor, listen to me. No, you're the doctor, explain it to me. I'm going to make the final decision about my health. Now, with the doctor, the same thing is happening in education. Yes, you're the government and you're the teacher, but you got to explain it to me. I'm involved. I'm the parent. I want to be engaged in this. And if I have to get myself better educated, fine. But that's the way the world is going. No longer is it top down. It's engagement, And so if that's the case, this is perfect for that, because the teacher has to engage with the parent.
Correct.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, you're going to see the admin tools. Yeah, it's and we know starting out we're not going to have everything that we need, but we're adaptable. And I think we've been proving this for years. We see the need, we can build it. It's all self-contained in our own technology platform, so we can do all that. And we have a wish list of things that we're going to roll out, but getting it out there, getting it good enough to go, that's number one. Then we add to it. And after this first year of getting the curriculum set up and recorded, because we're recording every classroom, so that year two, when the students go through it, the curriculum's not going to change in a year. But now the kids can come in. If they miss that class, they can go see the recording of it. They literally have access to all that. And we want them in the live classes, but they also have access to go back and watch it over and over again to learn that subject if they need it. Then we roll out the tutoring support and everything else to make this, completely full service education. And it's just a matter of time we get there. And, what we're doing, we've already had the success with our tutoring school in Australia, so we have a very good foundation knowledge and application. We got some expertise now. We got literally several people with tens of thousands of hours of experience doing this very thing that are guiding this. Then we have the education and the experts of the teachers coming on to teach in this platform, and it makes a safer environment for teachers. It makes a safer environment for kids. Makes it a safer environment for what we really need to do is educate the future. We don't need what's been going on, and the timing is just right. We have the right minds, affluence, resources to do it. Here we go. All right. We'll be on here again next Wednesday. I hope we have our landing pages and we can start going to market. But you guys hopefully have a clear scope on this. Teachers are going to get paid very well. contributors, or I guess your content creators, if that's the current term. Content creators for the classroom is going to be involved. That way we have a working ecosystem of talent to help teachers teach better, have the resources to get to the kids better. We're lining up all sorts of the resource manuals and things that accommodate what the education platform is, because education is not just going to be screen time. It's going to be book time. It's going to be understanding and leading. And we're going to give the kids every resource to excel, and then obviously test to that. And what's really good about this platform is that they don't test where they need to test. The parents can have them continue on throughout the rest of the year before the next school year starts to finalize it, retest, get their stuff done. And it gives them the freedom. Like never before have you been able to like take your kids traveling with you and they can get education wherever you're at. It changes the whole scope. And there's families that move around month to month to month because of their jobs that now have a set stable teacher program that they can put their kids in. The world's changing. We're just advanced to it. And it's just a matter of, a few years before we probably have some great market share. And everybody that's part of this now gets to win from that based on that binary structure. I know, I get so excited. I go over it because it's going to help a lot of people. All right. God bless everybody. See you guys on the training tomorrow. And just know in about an hour, we got all our counterparts from Australia and everything else. We're rolling out this graphic stuff. The back end stuff's looking really good. User interface will be coming along, but we're rolling out and we start